Alright, so I'm not gonna waste y'all's time. So, I know there's a lot of people that sucks that is good at this game, right? Want to let everybody know, and the people that do think that they're good at this game is completely flawed in every single degree. In this video, I'm going to explain why. I am not a hater. I can take a loss, but what I can't stand is losing to very petty stuff. This game isn't really, this game isn't a real fighting game. Of course, this game has fighting game mechanics, but there's stuff in the game that seems to negate everything that the other person has. So, for me, for instance, I have, the basic, I have the God Fist. My favorite move, Evil Ray Strike. So let's start with the Evil Ray Strike, alright? I was fighting against a guy, right? So normally, when I hit the Evil Ray Strike, I should have enough time to do that. This guy had a Super Soul. So I'm gonna restart. This guy had a Super Soul. So I hit him with this. And it immediately came back under like 10 seconds. It came back. So me hitting this and popping this, he already had enough stam to get out of that. So, and then not only, and I lost to this guy multiple times. I was trying to beat him. He had these antics, like, it's normal to do this, fine, cool. If you're good at teleporting, doing all that stuff, cool. I've lost to people like that. I think that's dope. That's what I think is skill. But if you're having a certain power or a certain advantage over a certain character, and for you to call that other person trash, it's really bad. And I just want to just acknowledge or like talk about the community on Dragon Ball. Like, y'all are worse than 2K. I thought 2K was bad. I thought they was toxic. No, Dragon Ball, this game specifically, very toxic. I have got non-stop hate messages saying I suck, I rage quitter. Like, why would I just can't stand your BS? Like, this game doesn't take a degree of skill to win a fight at all. So what I'm trying to say is that you guys have to literally fight people that's on the same level as you are in terms of power, in terms of like all of that. If you're fighting a person that you have a Super Soul that gives you a lot of ki, right? But this guy has a Super Soul that regenerates their ki and stam whenever it's broken. So for you to activate any powers, so I'm gonna break his stam, right? But doing that in the actual fight is more of a hassle than anything. You kind of just have to catch them off guard and make sure they're in your sight. But to do that and have a Super Soul that quickly regenerates, especially a stamina that's that short, you're just bound to fail. You're basically going into a fight to disappoint yourself. So this game, it's important to understand that this game is not a true fighting game. Like, why would you have not seen any of these games on Evo tournaments? This game hasn't had a real tournament. Of course, this game has in-game tournaments, but other than that, this game is completely flawed, very cheesy. There's also a Super Soul that, so like, I beat this guy up, right? I do this. The guy's almost dead. Friend of mine, I'm not gonna name his name, but I did block him. I feel bad for it, but I'm thinking about unblocking him after this video's over. He was almost dead, and this Super Soul allowed him to live at the very end of his health. And I had no knowledge of any of these stupid Super Souls or any of that, because I personally don't have a problem with losing, but I also like to fight fair in some degree, not to have a slight advantage over anybody. But these Super Souls is literally what makes the game. So, you know that saying, don't hate the player, hate the game? Well, it's hard to think about that. Like, I think it's BS, because, like, how can you not hate the player for playing so, like, try hard, and for them to have the audacity to text you? You know, it's really sad that these people that really be texting all these messages back like, hey, you suck, or get better, you guys have the most fragile egos when y'all do lose. It is very sad. And people that are really good don't have to text at all. They don't even have to say anything. I literally fought a dude and I lost to him like 5 times, and he didn't say a single word to me. He didn't need to, because he knows he's good. There shouldn't be no acknowledgement or letting the person know that, you know, I understand that you guys are trying to prove a point, but at the same time, that really shows your character, and it's very toxic. Really shows how sucky you are if you do lose, and that really bites you in the ass, if you know what I'm saying. But that's all I really have. Game is really flawed. Fight people on your level. Fight people with a Super Soul that's not going to have an advantage over the fight. That's not going to spoil your dinner, because if you're going into a fight with somebody that has a Super Soul that's completely OP compared to yours, and you're like the same level, it's a done deal. You're bound to fail. So that's all I have to say. You guys suck. Very toxic community. Before this video ends, I'm gonna show you guys a couple clips of real skill before this all ends, like, because I don't get the same effect from Mortal Kombat or Tekken. But of course, I mean, Tekken's a 3D, but I would compare, Tekken doesn't have no advantages in a fighting game over another character. You know, everything is balanced, just like Mortal Kombat. There's a certain balance within these fighting games that allow them to have tournaments in the first place. Dragon Ball is not a real fighting game. My opinion, get all the hate you want, or I want, but yeah, that's all I have to say. I'm going to show you these clips of really close fights, and yeah, you tell me from what you experience in this game and what you see in those fighting games, is that if it's fair or not. Because, you know, these games, there's over so many Super Souls in the game, and yeah, it's so easy to win a match because you're simply stronger than another person. So it's better if you fight a person on your exact power level and all that stuff, because if you're fighting a complete beast, and you're just, it's important to match what they're matching in every aspect, because if not, you will probably have a harder time winning a fight. I guarantee you that. This game is not skill based, it's more power based than anything. There is skill in the game, but the power is what makes Dragon Ball, and that's why I keep playing it. Very toxic game, and I can't stand when people text me. But other than that, check out these clips, and have a good day. Don't rage at this game. Have a good one. Peace out.
Shoot! Damn, that's gotta stink.
Jax wins.